Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name is John.
And I'm Kim.
And we thank you for stopping by on a Monday night.
Monday evening. Welcome.
Yes, and we want to thank you very much. And obviously, to top off the news tonight is fire. And first, we'd like to say thank you to the men and women in uniform that did a wonderful job. And also want to mention the other agencies. I know we talk about CAL FIRE a lot because that is where we get our information from.
Exactly.
But there were also multiple agencies involved, Ebbets Pass, some of the others. Now, this was a weekend, if you haven't been following the news, locally much. Friday. This started Friday afternoon. And this one started with the first one was a grass fire that straddled Parrots Ferry Road. This one grew to about 15 or so acres. That one calmed down.
It was a little scary. Because there were high winds.
Yes.
They were worried it was going to roll up the hill and back over the canyon towards some homes, possibly, at first. But they did get it under control pretty quickly. And
we'll go down to that real quickly here. Let's see. Let's go and bear with the scrolling on here. And Hannah took some great photographs of this. This is, wow.
Hannah is our embedded reporter, right? Is that what you call her?
Yeah, and she's now the official photographer for the Angels Camp Fire Department. And there's just she just got some wonderful shots of some of the tankers in actions. Like this is one here, and she was on a ridge actually looking down and got shots of them actually dumping their load below where she was, and it's just pretty amazing stuff. And there's also if you're interested in some fire video.
Her husband took video. Her husband takes video of every fire that he goes out to. He is now
a CAL FIRE
official CDF employee. Yep. Congratulations as of yesterday.
Yeah, so he went to his post.
Went through the academy and everything. And he's working.
And, something about, what are you saying about those men in uniform?
Yes, there's just something about them. I don't know what it is.
And it's always the fire guys. See, because if I put on a uniform, wouldn't matter.
Well, you have your uniform that you wear every day, your khakis and your blue white shirt.
Okay. Now, this is...
So somehow that doesn't do for me what a man in a firefighter outfit does. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And here we go.
Take a sip of my Starbucks tea.
Yeah. All right.
With the PineTree.net, and as you can see behind me, there's a fire on Harris Ferry Road near Natural Bridges. Right now, as far as we know, it's at 10 acres. It looks like they got a hold on it, and that it looks like they're containing it. You can hear above us, we have
so cute.
Well, anyway, we've got some really good stuff there. Some nice some tanker runs as they're coming in there. So if you want a little bit of the shots of them in action.
Maybe because we're online at the same time, probably.
As far as we know,
there we go.
Acres. It looks like they got a hold on it, and that it looks like they're containing it. You can hear above us, we have some spot fleets and some tankers that have been dropping some tartan on the fire, and look like they're going to get the fire out here pretty soon. We'll shoot the pictures and get a little closer.
And then see here's some of the spotters going in. We'll advance that. And one of the things on these is when you're in the news on fires and here locally, it's not a thing. And if I was talking to somebody from the county OES office this afternoon, is you have to treat each one of these like they have the potential to roll until it's obvious they don't.
It's with the weather.
Until it's hot.
Exactly.
And one of these things is it's not a matter of trying to over dramatize each fire because you really don't know until it's gone. And for example, the one on Friday afternoon, it was in the drainage, the river drainage, and the way the wind was going. If it would have got up ahead of steam, it would have taken it several miles. But that's still the drainage that could lead up back behind Forest Meadows, and that's something that you have to watch these. Until they're out, and this is the same thing on Saturday. And Saturday is, that was the one to where...
We had in both Tuolumne and Calaveras counties. There were a total of, how many fires? Goodness sakes. Lightning fires?
As many as 15.
15
at one time.
Let me see. At least 10 lightning fires were started Saturday across the Stanislaus National Forest after a series of storm cells passed over the Sierra Nevada mountains. The fires were ignited at about 3 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. Most fires were small and burned either a single tree or few across low flame lengths. Patrols are monitoring their progress with some fires already contained. The largest fire is located on the north side of the Tuolumne River Canyon near North Mountain. The North Mountain fire is as large as 500 acres, burning in trees and grasses.
And this is the ones on the Forest Service,
yes,
right?
Exactly. Those are the ones.
The ones that Ken's reading right now. And if you're watching Falling Fires, if you're fairly new to the area,
areas.
there's the Cal Fire area of responsibility, which is the state responsibility area, and then it goes into forests, the National Forest Service area of responsibility. So. We actually have to get information from a couple different sources. And in the Forest Service, they actually had, as Kim was saying, the biggest fire. It was about 500 acres and still rolling.
Yes.
And there's also been some smoke warnings for people who have respiratory problems.
Yes.
And one last little piece of video before we move on to some other things we want to play you is we had a chance to speak with Battalion Chief Jeff Millar at the Arnold Command, where they had set up the Arnold Command Center. And this is on the Arnold Complex fire of what they had to battle to get when it was first rolling. And also, he talks a little bit at the end of it about clearances, because if there's never a more stark reminder to get the clearances around your house done, now's the time. All right, here we go. And this was taken about noon. I guess it was just after noon on Saturday. As they were just...
Actually, it was on Sunday.
Was on Sunday?
I think.
Oh, yeah, it was on Sunday. Duh. Yeah, because it didn't even start till 3. They didn't really
This was yesterday.
Yeah, and I guess...
And they were getting them contained.
Correct. And this was as they were getting them contained. They had them fairly well under wraps Saturday night, but you could tell they were still really worried about Sunday morning to see if they were going to pick up a head of steam.
The winds, it was so warm, and the winds, it was so humid, and... We were up in Arnold, and it was actually up in Big Trees yesterday, trying to get some shots and pictures, and it was hot up there.
Yeah.
So.
and
the people in Big Trees Village, Dorrington area. I mean, there was risk that the homes they could have gone into that area.
This is the thing in the Big Trees Village is they had 3 lightning strike fires within the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So. When this thing first hit, we'll let him talk about it. And the audio on this is there was a lot of we did this in the truck bays in the Arnold station. There was a little bit of an echo from the road, so you may have to listen carefully. But here we go.
Busy. Do you want me to move?
No.
Every one of these
12 fires just in the Arnold area.
Okay, so you started up here at Sky High and worked basically all the way down to the lowest one was down near the middle fork of the Stanislaus on the Palm County side. Okay. The red and blue tags are the ones that are contained. Okay. And actually, that was just blue up there on Sky. Forest Service took responsibility for those two. The rest were all Cal Fire. These fires, the majority were small, less than a quarter acre, but we have 3 that are of consequence. The first is the Arola fire, which is north of Dorrington, off of an area called Buck Ranch. And this fire is approximately 20 acres, and it's contained, but we have 7 engines out there today and 4 crews.
Wow.
The other 2 fires are right here on the east side of Travelers Victories Park, called the Windy and Moody Fire.
Yeah, those are still. There was some smoke trying to come up out of the
One's
canyons.
about 5 acres and one's about 7. They are both contained, and we have about 4 crews
and he's just getting ready to talk about the ones in Big Trees Village. So those will be the ones,
So far,
this area, right there.
more fires this morning. So I think we're through the woods, and now it's just a matter of knocking them out. So, one thing that's very interesting is we had 3 fires very close to inhabited areas yesterday, all in the Big Trees Village area.
Yes.
These were all small, we got to them quickly, but they actually did put a little spread to some structures.
We can tell when we called in yesterday, man, these were the ones that were making
We had a lot of people calling us and were worried if people that lived out of town
Yeah.
and had second homes up here. And
We typically get multiple reports of one fire, and it's hard to pin it down. Sometimes we think they're chasing green. So that was one of the things we yesterday had multiple reports from Big Tree Village, but we didn't know where they were to get there. They didn't mark it with GPS and cross-reference it with aircraft. There's always a lag time.
Now, this kind of takes into something you want to mention as well. I mean, the ones that were within the inhabited area, this kind of ties into the whole 100-foot clearance.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
This is why we're after people.
Yeah, and this is the audio. We'll cut away from there and bring the audio back. One of the things he wanted to mention too is they're really going to go after the 100-foot, enforcing the 100-foot clearance around the homes. Starting this next Friday and Saturday, they're going to start having an enforcement swing through the Arnold area. So if you haven't gotten your home ready,
yes,
get it done.
time to
So,
get it done.
and a little thing is a little update, is a little misconception from people because they think with a 100-foot clearance that you need to take it down to dirt or mineral soil, as he said to it, the entire 100 feet out. That isn't exactly true. What they want is 30 feet out from the home, down to mineral or green,
Okay.
with no vegetation touching the home,
Okay.
and then from beyond that, they just want it down. It's like
So
short grass or something.
You can't have tree branches and things like that. Though. How
They
does
want
that
clearance
work?
up to 15 feet.
Okay.
They want clearance up to
Okay.
15 feet, and they want it, and then they want it down, fairly. But it doesn't have to be to dirt 100
Okay,
feet
and this is for
out.
Arnold and above? Is that how that works? Or where
I
does it start?
believe it's.
Or is it down, probably down as low as Avery, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is area of responsibility
Okay.
for, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously places like Angels Camp are exempt because we're within the city limits, but
Okay.
in state area of responsibility areas, that can be,
All right.
all over the place.
I just wanted to give a little recap that was sent to us by Lisa Williams yesterday on the Cal Fire fires. The press release that she sent out. Did you mind if I?
Sure,
if
no,
I
because
read
this
that
is
real
the ones
quick?
that we were just
Yes,
talking about. This is
exactly.
the ones that.
Lisa Williams, who we talked to many times this weekend, her and what was the other gal's name? Barbara
Yeah.
from Cal Fire, sent a press release out yesterday afternoon, and this is what she had to say. Currently, the counties of Tuolumne and Calaveras are experiencing heavy smoke in low-lying areas due to fires caused by heavy lightning activity yesterday, which was on Saturday. Within the Northern California region, Cal Fire website is reporting 337 lightning strike fires. Tuolumne Calaveras unit experienced 16 fires that started Saturday around 2:30 p.m. The 8 Tuolumne fires that occurred yesterday are contained and are in the mop-up stage. Of the 8 fires in Arnold, there are three burning with a slow rate of spread. And as of last night, the ones up in that area were contained
Right.
as of 8 p.m. and
Right.
will be controlled as of this Wednesday at 8 p.m.
And in Cal Fire lingo, that means they'll
Yes.
be out. There still may be somebody
Yes,
watching them for hot
exactly.
spots, but basically,
But yes, we were going crazy this weekend, starting Friday night until last night. We were working fire after fire after fire, and then
That's
we
it.
had
We
a
were in
false alarm
fire
today.
mode.
We're like, oh no, not another one that was in Angels Camp.
yeah, there was one that was called in today of a
There
a
was
mobile
smoke,
home
smoke
fire,
coming from
and
a
but it
mobile
was
home, but it was a
it
false
was
alarm.
not,
Thank
yeah.
goodness, because that scared us. There was a small fire in at the Lake Tulloch South Shore Campground, which was immediately extinguished. Thank
And this
goodness
is, I
for
don't know if
that.
they can see it on the screen, but this is kind of an interesting graphic to bring up. This is go ahead. Talk
I'm
about
done.
your,
No,
okay.
I'm done. I
And
just
this is
wanted
the
a little
different, this is from the State CAL FIRE website. And this is the different fires that were running within the state. Here we go. The Siskiyou Complex, 20 fires. SRF 60, Lime Complex 50, and along the Coast Range there was quite a few, 90. All these different ones here. Now, along the Sierras, it looked well, it was not quite as intense on those.
No.
So you figure in our area from Mariposa, they had 16 fires. We had 15, is what they're listing from there. 8. The Mosquito Fire from the El Dorado County, there was 200 residents threatened there. So it was
Saturday
just
was just one of those days. It was dark and gloomy and hot outside. It was you knew. I was just waiting.
Yeah.
You knew that fires
And
were
it was
breaking out. Yeah, we're lucky that it didn't. There were really no. There was one barn in Sheep Ranch,
right.
that was damaged from a fire, but there was nothing else. No other
real structures threatened. And a little bit on how we want to try to cover fire stuff is we don't want to alarm people, but we do have to, in instances
until we find out, we have to be informative.
Yeah,
correct?
until that the incident is under control, and then you move on.
Yes, exactly.
So lots of times you'll see for example, on our reporting on our site, is that you may come back even 10 or 12 hours later and the fire stuff is already way down because and in some ways, once you get past the stage where the homes are not longer threatened, it's old news.
Yes,
because
we usually try to keep it on top if there are still some things in danger,
correct.
or if it is spreading.
Yeah.
If it's not, then we move it down so that people.
We want to post happy stuff.
We want to have some happy news, not just sad news like that, right? I said our site looks like a crime blog, cops or something, bad boys. What you gonna do? Yesterday, I said, my gosh, all we have is fire. We need some happy news up there.
Happy stuff.
So, I think this morning people went to look for the fire stuff, and it was down the page already. So.
Yeah, but a lot of us already been there, done that.
Well, that's all right.
So
tomorrow the budget hearings begin. The exciting budget hearings begin in Calaveras County tomorrow. They have a board. They will be holding a board meeting first. Their normal Board of Supervisors meeting first, and then they adjourn at 10 a.m. to the board hearings. Let me see. Our Board of Supervisors have a busy Tuesday planned.
Yes.
They start off with the meeting with some agenda items, then move on to the budget hearing. Some of the agenda items being discussed are a resolution item approving the First Amendment of the solid waste collection and hauling permits between Amador, Calaveras Disposal, and Calaveras County. Okay. A resolution item amending the basis of funding and calculation for land use departments, designated Fund 543-00000. A resolution item authorizing an extension of subdivision agreement with CRV Enterprises Incorporated for Olive Orchard Estates. A resolution item accepting as complete a portion of road improvements, authorizing release of the portion of the security and amending subdivision agreement for Copper Hills. And a minute order approving and authorizing board chair to sign the certification statement regarding approval of child care priorities for general child care and development funds and state preschools.
Got it.
So those were the things that I found, which I don't really...
And then we go into the budget.
Yes, and then we go into the budget.
And the budget should be interesting. The budget should be a real Donnybrook this time.
Yes, they start at 10 a.m. If they don't finish what they need to tomorrow, they move on to Wednesday and then again on Thursday. So
it'll be running throughout the week.
I think it probably will be.
And also
what did you call it? It's going to be a what?
A Donnybrook. A real Donnybrook, right? Okay, here we go. And also on some really nice news, a registered nurse was commended for saving efforts on an airplane.
And we mentioned this a little last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we now have the official version.
Yes.
A special ceremony on June 18, David Lee, a registered nurse at Mark Twain St. Joseph's Hospital Intensive Care Unit, was recognized for his part in saving the life of a passenger on Southwest Flight 3775. Mm-hmm. On June 10, 2008, Mr. Lee, who has extensive certification experience in advanced cardiac life support, went into action when a code blue was called from the back of the airplane on its way to Burbank. With help of the other clinical persons on board, able to stabilize the passenger until the plane made an emergency landing and the passenger was transported to a nearby hospital. Very cool.
All right.
And that is just nice.
Congratulations. Well, good
nice
job.
Nice stuff, yeah.
Yes, very nice. That shows Mark Twain is doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And do we want to talk pizza dough?
Yeah, we have a couple new and exciting things up on our website. First, we'd like to talk about our new this week's Chef Chat with Chef James.
Yep.
He teaches you how to make pizza dough, and it's apparently very easy.
Who knew?
The way he makes it sound is though you just whip it together, go, jump in the shower while it's cooking or whatever. It's just easy to do. But I still don't think I can do it.
Welcome back to Chef Chat. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you because we've been very busy.
Yes, he's been busy with weddings and things. So.
Had a good time. Remember, we'll have it again next year. So put
All the barbecue competition stuff?
Hanging from his neck.
That's his thermometer.
So, moving on. Today we're going to do pizza dough. All right? Pizza dough is very, very easy to do, and nobody does it. A lot of people order.
And they do.
pizzas.
This is how to do your own. Put
Yeah,
some ingredients in the mixer.
Maybe I need one of those. Maybe then I could
You
make
have a
it.
kid.
To stir.
There we go. This is the whole process. He's kneading his dough out here.
Fold and push. Fold and push. We just knead this dough.
It makes it sound like it's just so easy.
It is.
You're going to want to do this for about 8 to 10 minutes until the dough firms up. If you feel it's probably going to take half hour, 45 minutes.
Explaining how the rising stuff.
During the winter, what I like to do is you got to bake it in the oven anyway. So what I do is I turn my oven on, and the oven vents from behind the stove, right? So I just set it right on top, of the oven.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
Take me all day to do it.
Don't get too hot because if your dough gets too hot, the yeast will die.
Okay.
It's not usually going to happen.
You don't want your dough too
So we
hot.
let that dough rise, and then what we do is we take it out, and we're going to roll it, right? It's going to be a lot softer, so you're going to be able to roll it out a lot easier then. So
Roll.
it's round on, all your toppings on there, and then you stick it in, and then putting that pan on the pizza stone in the oven. Pizza stones are great. They distribute evenly.
I guess maybe that's the trick. We don't have a pizza stone.
Yeah, that's it. We haven't been using the pizza stone. Yeah.
Okay? So it's
We've just been going to the pizza parlor.
Yes, that was it. Yes, the pizza parlor has been the problem. Yes.
We also have something that's exciting to us is a new advice columnist. We'd like to welcome to the
You've
Pine
heard
Tree
of Dear Abby, Dr. Ruth
Ruth
Westheimer.
Watch Out, Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
I mean, this is going to be an
Any
interesting...
questions you have, we have a new columnist. We have an article on her on thepinetree.net, and she will answer any questions that you have. You can go in anonymously and ask her questions. So far, all anybody's put is wow. So I don't know what that means.
I don't know how you address that. And there was also on Friday night,
Yes.
they had a fun little ribbon cutting because they had trouble with the scissors.
Mr. Steelman there.
Yes. Supervisor District 1 candidate Gary Toffanelli was on hand to do the honors for the ribbon cutting. Here we go.
That's funny. They couldn't do it.
We need a scissor sharpening business in the county now.
Yeah, see, there we go.
We need to get a scissor sharpening business.
But anyway, this is open. This is the ribbon cutting and the frog unveiling for the new chamber branch office in Valley Springs.
Yes.
There you go.
In the Terrace, the lovely
The Terrace Shopping Center. And I know I didn't have time to go get a lemon pie.
He promised me he would, and he
I
did.
do.
No pie.
That's why it's running. I'm trying to catch that steel guy trying to run
They had a really hard time with that ribbon. There we go.
It's funny. It's a trick ribbon, she said.
There we go. And I think they finally get the ribbon. There we go. And now they move on to the frog unveiling. And this is a really cool frog.
Oh,
There
beautiful.
you go. This is another one of the famous painted frogs of Calaveras County.
Mr. Jack Bodie,
The obligatory kissing of the frog.
is he going to kiss the frog, or who kisses it?
Huh?
Wow.
Who kisses the frog? You?
I didn't kiss the frog.
Beautiful.
No. Wasn't me.
And then you moved on to Trinitas after that.
Yes,
They
it was
had
Jaylene Goltz and her daughter Cassie.
Yes.
That were the other ones on camera. They're working on
owner
that frog.
of Mail Depot.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't work at my office
She's
either.
the owner.
Yes.
So-
Oh, yes. And then we did go on to Trinitas.
We went on to Trinitas after that.
Now this
We had
one.
a Valley Springs Business Association mixer out there.
Yes,
So you headed on over. You never seen Trinitas. He said it was quite lovely, beautiful.
it was. And if you let's pull up one last little bit. I think we still have time.
We also had Passport Weekend this weekend,
It
and
was
the
a
Fireman's
busy-
Muster. There, lots of fun stuff
Oh,
going
that's
on all
right.
weekend.
Okay, we'll get to this.
Yeah.
We'll just quick note on Trinitas. If you haven't been out there, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a beautiful course. This has obviously been a controversial project.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the interesting things on this is the Deputy Sheriff's Association at the mixer came out and actually endorsed the project, and from our publicly, and from one of our conversations with the DSA President Tracy Busby, was that they're looking at it as an economic stimulus for the economy of the county, and from their interest is mostly fiscal in the fact that the sheriff's deputy contracts come up soon, and they are looking to endorse almost anything that would bring additional revenue into the county, because they're looking at the outlook, the fiscal outlook for the county, and it doesn't look good for the for the next contract for the deputy sheriffs, because of the fiscal constraints that the county is under right now.
Okay. So we had that. We had the Firemen's Muster, the first annual. Hopefully they'll come back next year, maybe, in downtown Murphy's all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, where they had...
We have pictures.
But they called steamers, right?
They had all kinds of stuff. They had old hand pumping engines. They had all kinds of stuff.
That tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night. Yeah.
And we also had the annual Passport Weekend, where people had a chance to come up and visit all of our wineries. With a passport, they could visit all the wineries and drink. And it was a little warm, though, so I don't know.
Well, but the nice thing about the wineries is they have caves.
Ironstone had a cool cave.
And Ironstone down the caves, they had ice sculptures, and they had ice. They had basically ice. Shuffleboard.
Cool.
They had ice shuffleboard. Chatham Vineyards
did you take
had.
Some photos of that?
I did.
So we will have those up later. Chatham Vineyards had spicy cheeseburgers.
Spicy cheeseburgers.
Yummy.
And it was a we
had the Starry Night on Saturday evening also for the Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, they did. It was well attended at the beautiful
Dove
Ranch.
We'll show all the photos and all that stuff tomorrow evening, so we're running out of time.
We are, and the Dove Ranch is out there and gorgeous. Oh, so this is Trinitas, and this is doing the endorsement of the project.
Is this Mr. Busby talking?
Yes, it is. There we go. And that's after his announcement there. Now, this one is one of those controversial pieces, in fact, that right now we have over 10 comments on it as we go. So, and this is it. So
somebody had me put that one up for them.
Also the Keep It Rural Calaveras has posted this from their position on that, and they've been longtime opponents of this, so it's very interesting, to say the least, on that. And we thank you very much for stopping by, and we hope you have a great night, hopefully, and want to thank all the fire personnel again. And but look, it's all good, because everything's good. Under control. They're still working on it now.
Yes.
Have a good night.